Part one to day in the life of the CFO with CFO of KOF Investments, Mr. Mohammed Ikram Thowfeek. Starting the day off right now, heading over towards the actual investment bank. In the middle of the desert here, right here in the Gulf. This is pretty much the glance that he has a look at every morning. Living that tourist life, living that CEO life, business class style. I'm loving it. Kuwait Continental Hotel. The biggest building in Kuwait. I believe it's called the Al Amra building. Palm trees, as you know, or of course we're in the desert. Towers. Viva Communication building here with Mr. Mohammed Iflal Gauss. He is the senior budgeting manager here. Viva Telecommunications, the second largest in Kuwait here, right here in Kuwait City. That's the Viva side. While I'm doing that, I'm still, of course, enjoying the beautiful Kuwait City and everything it has to offer. You can't miss that at all. Such beautiful. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're here right now with the final piece of the day in the life. I'm here right now in this very own sanctuary, Mr. Mohammed Ikram Thowfeek, acting CEO and Group CFO of KOF Holdings Limited, and also the founder of First Global Academy and MIT as well. We're here right now. We're very, of course, a beautiful Kuwait City in our background as well. Mr. Thowfeek, it's a pleasure to have you with us here today. I was going to be asking him a quick couple of questions here. He's a very charismatic speaker, as you'll be able to see, and hopefully he can shed some light. So as you guys know, that Mr. Thowfeek here, he is a 25-year-old veteran in the Islamic banking profession that he has developed over the years. So my first question for you is, how did you develop a passion for Islamic finance, and at what point in your career did you decide that this was something that you wanted to continue through an academy?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy and blessings of Almighty Allah be with all of us. Thank you, Brother Yusri, for giving this opportunity to share my heart out. And the question that you put forward, how did I build up the passion for Islamic finance? My experience that came at the age of 25 when I am qualified with my chartered accountancy from Sri Lanka and the chartered management accountancy from UK. And I was working for Ernst & Young for 4.5 years as assistant manager, auditing and management consultancy. My first break after the audit firm for an Islamic bank in Kuwait, which is called the Kuwait Finance House. That was in 1992. The day I landed in that job and I had little experience and started moving with the people, I made a decision on that day, I am going to be a passionate Islamic banker with all that obsession. So that was my initial, turning point. And a lot of my colleagues used to say that it's a very infant industry and there's no career in the Islamic finance industry. It's a new industry, it's going to grow or not, nobody knows. You're a chartered accountant, you're a consultant, why not you be with an audit firm, the big 5 audit firm at that time? So be an auditor, be a consultant, and I decided otherwise. I said, no, I am going to be an Islamic banker. I am going to build a career in this field. And ultimately, I wanted to build up my own Islamic finance institution, and I wanted to lead that institution. That was the decision that was taken in 1992, almost 25 years back.
How has the market evolved from your primary approach into Islamic banking, and how did you anticipate this to look like in the next few years, given the rapid advances in technology?
If you really look at the Islamic finance industry today, we are in 2015. The first modern experiment with Islamic banking took place in 1975 with the establishment of Dubai Islamic Bank. And 4 decades ago, the foundation was built and the industry has grown leaps and bounds. Today, it has made a significant impact in the global financial market. Many thought at first stage Islamic finance is impossible. And a handful of Islamic banks didn't make any impact in the global financial market. Today it's a global success story. Not only the Western bankers are entering into this industry, even the global lending institutions like IMF and the World Bank, they are looking forward to structure deals in accordance with Sharia principles. So looking at the last 40 years, I was involved in 25 years of that 40 years journey of the industry. What do I see? I have seen that the Islamic finance industry has already bridged those gaps that they have to bridge it up in order to protect the stakeholders of the industry. When you want to build up an industry, there are so many people who are involved in the industry. Starting from the investor, the depositor, the financier, the shareholder, the supplier, the staff, everybody has all are stakeholders of the industry. How do you protect them? So the industry has taken initiatives and they have built up their Islamic finance infrastructure institutions so that they look into different mandates and they are protecting the industry. 40 years, 4 decades. I mean, today we are talking about $3 to $5 trillion based industry today. So my view of the next 10 years, it cannot take 40. 40 years is good enough to prepare the foundation. Now it is time to build the blocks, building the blocks. That's what we should do in the next 10 years and celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Islamic finance industry with that modern experiment.
How do you see Islamic finance in a non-Islamic state? And in this case, what resources and tools would you use to accelerate this in a foreign market?
I think indeed, Brother Yusri, this is a very great question. Now, how to put an Islamic finance institution in a non-Islamic country or non-Muslim country? Today, what's happening, people don't know what Islamic finance is all about. Only 20% of the market potential being tapped today, just like the tip of the iceberg. The entire 80% is wide open for you and I to tap into. Today, people think Islamic finance is only confined to the Muslim community, only for those people who have a long beard or ankle-level trouser or a short distance. No. Islamic finance is for the entire mankind, irrespective of what color, what religion, what ethnic group one belongs to. So everybody can rally around and patronize Islamic finance, benefit from that. Today, the scary part of a non-Muslim country getting into Islamic finance, they have the fear cycle. They think that when Islamic bank comes, they will cater only to the Muslim community. Right. That misnomer has to be, we have to bring awareness among the people. It's not for the Muslim community. Everybody can benefit from that. That has to be broken. That message, that mentality. And also they think that if a non-Muslim country, they think when Islamic bank comes, they will try to convert the entire population into a Muslim population. So that's another fear that they have. What I recommend to all these non-Muslim countries, where they are looking for foreign direct investment, create a channel, create an avenue to bring Islamic finance to their respective country in order to support their economy. When I say support their economy, there are so much of money they need to develop their own countries. There are revenue generating projects that they are looking for funding. There are infrastructure projects they wanted to fund. And how do they fund today? They go for loans based on interest, they go for IMF, the World Bank, and once they get hooked on to those loans, they keep on paying interest, servicing their debts from generation to generation. The alternative way of finding money or raising capital for these projects is Islamic finance. Through structured finance, through sukuk, bring that vehicle into the country to develop your own nation. Take off this misnomer or misconception of, guys are going to, cater only to the Muslim community and they are trying to convert the entire non-Muslim population to Muslim population. That's all like, media hype. So every non-Muslim should look at Islamic finance from a positive frame of mind and they should embrace it in order to bring benefit to their nation.
Excellent. That's a phenomenal answer. So my final question for you, Mr. Thowfeek, is what does the future of Qaf Holdings and everything you have accomplished hold for Mr. Muhammad Ikram Thowfeek?
See, Qaf Holding was established mainly in order to develop Awqaf projects. Today, if you really look at the Awqaf industry, sometimes people used to waqf land. Today, there are a lot of countries, if you take our country, Sri Lanka, India, most of the part of the world, there are prime lands which have been not developed at all. They have been lying down for 20 years, 25 years, from generation to generation. Nobody has developed those lands. If you really look at they are in prime location. So Qaf Holding and Qaf Investment came with a business model to develop those lands. If the land is idling, who are the trustees, who are managing this? Can we take this land and build it up? We don't have money. So we will try to bring money for you. What do you want? We can put a residential complex or a commercial complex in that area. It will take 5 to 10 years. We will pump in the money to build up the building and we will rent it out to the people. Over a period of 5 to 10 years, we will recover the principal and the profit, and after that the project is for you. The trustees, all the income will go to the beneficiaries. It's like a BOT project. Build, operate and transfer to the respective trustees who are managing. It was a bare land, now it has a residential complex, it can run into 25 to 50 years. And the beneficiaries are going to benefit. This is one of the unique models that can be created in every nook and corner of the world where there is a waqf land, provided there are no other legal impact or legal hindrances to develop those lands. It's a great initiative, and we are one of the first of its kind that we developed this business model, and we want to move forward on that.
Excellent. Well, there you go. Any final words from a veteran to our viewers that you can say right there?
Indeed, thank you very much again for this opportunity. I always believe that if you really wanted to be successful in this fiercely competitive contemporary business world, competition will come in one way or the other. It can be a cutthroat competition, unhealthy competition, unethical competition. What is needed today? Building a passionate team, and the competition, you really need to worry about competition. As long as whatever the institution, it can be a small, a boutique, or a supermarket, or a giant institution that you are building it up, competition will prevail, but make sure that you build up a passionate team to beat that competition. Thank you very much. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen.
Thowfeek, honor and pleasure having you with us.
Thank you so much.
Take care.